Hi guys, welcome to our short introductory video of ERMS. Let's quickly go through the installation and I will give you a brief description about the software as it installs. So ERMS basically stands for Exam Record Management System. What this program allows you to do is record all your students' exam record and publish it to a database on the server that you want. Our installation is now complete. And here we are. Here we are greeted with the login screen. Let's use the credentials that are provided. So as you can see, this is a clean installation. There are currently no data inside of our database. Let me quickly show you the other tables that are empty as well. Allow me to show you how this impacts the live website where your results are supposed to be shown. And here we are. So as you can see, since we have no data, the website informations are impacted as well. There's no header sections because there are no general information and no results published as well. And we really don't want this to happen to our live website. The reason I'm showing this to you is to stress the importance of double checking all your general info and your grading marks along with the results while you're publishing your exam records. Now let's get started with firstly adding the program information. So we shall add in Bachelor's of Computer Applications. Course code will be PCA and it has 6 semesters. And save the record. Once we have our bachelor's program added, all the information about the semesters are automatically filled in. Since we had selected 6 semesters, we can see them listed in here. Additionally, we can open the semester to see the details of the students and courses inside each of these semesters. So we'll do that right here. Currently, there are no courses or students data in our system. For us to add the courses into the semester, let's quickly add a course record. So I'm going to add in a course named Introduction to Database Management System, and its course code will be DBMS 101. Then the internal and university full marks will be 100 and the credit will be 6. Now I'll just add in a description as well. Let's save this real quick. Cool. Now let's also add a student and see how the semester gets populated by the information we use to create a student from the Students tab. So the student that I'm going to add is going to be called Sobita Nakormi. Our date of birth is going to be 2005-09. So it's going to study PCA and be enrolled in semester 1. And save this. Now that we have a student and a course, let's go back into the semester section and see how we can add each of them into the semester. As you can see, the student is added in the semester due to the information we included while creating the student's record. As for the course, we need to add them manually and also need to provide information if they are an elective or a compulsory course. So let's add in the course that we created before. After searching the course, we can specify if it is elective or not with the button here. And there we go. Additionally, we can also add a student from here. Let's try creating another student record. Since we already have a student with register number 1234, it won't allow us to create a duplicate entry. So let's change this to 3. Great. Now, before we move on to another section, let me quickly go and input some additional data for us to use later on. Welcome back. I've added some extra programs, courses, and student informations. So these are the programs that are added and the courses. Similarly, the students that I've added. What I want you to notice here is 2 of the students here have a status of dropped out, and this won't be listed inside of the semester. So what this means is inside of BIT semester 1, there will be only one student, and that is Kharka Prasad Oli. So there we have only Kharka Prasad Oli listed here. Additionally, I've also added few courses in BIT and BCA semester 1. Now let's move on to see how marks obtained by these students are recorded. For that, we need to visit the exam record section and add a record. Let me quickly fill this form. Now let's open the record and see what's inside. As you can see, it populates all the data automatically. All students that are currently enrolled to the chosen program and semesters are added automatically. And if we take a look inside, records of compulsory courses are also added automatically. Now to add in extra courses like the elective course, we need to add them manually like this. We can verify the detail and confirm. We can then update the marks of these courses and save them. Okay, that's too little. Let's take a step back and see how it impacts the record status of our students. Basically, we have a filled, not filled, and partial state. What we want before we publish the result is all of these records to have a filled state. For that, we need to update the marks obtained of each of the courses inside of these records. So let's do that now. There we go. Now we have a filled record. Okay, now let me quickly add in one more record for the demo and then we will move into publication. Now that I've added one more record, let's move into the publication. Now I want you to notice that we are yet to provide the data for our grading and general info section. So this submission will fail unless we provide them. Let me show you how the error looks like. Cool. As you can see, it asks you to fill in the general info section first, and that is the same for the grading section as well. So let's go ahead and fill in the general information. Now there is also a password change section, but we won't be looking at it for the demo purposes. Let's move into grading section. Now I will add one grading information as well. Now to set this, and allow me to add all the sample grading information, and once I'm back, we will try to publish the records again. Great. Now that I've added these records, let's jump into publishing now. So I'll just input a random name. And then select the records that we want to publish. Then we need to put in the server details and the database details. Since we are doing this in a demo, I'm going to choose a local server for this. Now to save this data, since we are doing this in a local server, this has a less load time. However, when you are trying this with a online server, this will usually take about 1 to 2 minutes. It also depends on the size of the data that you are transferring. Now you can see that the status is copied, which means that the records are available but not yet published for others to see. So we need to manually verify this by tallying the online and offline data. We do that by clicking on the verify records. So verify. Cool. Now we publish it by pressing the publish records. And we're done. Now let's jump into our publication website and see the results. So that's the state of the website before the data is transferred. Let's refresh this. Now let me fill this form real quick so that we can see the result of the student. Voila! We can now see our student's results. Unfortunately, she has failed in one of our subjects. We can also view or print the PDF result. And there we have our master. Now for the administrators, we have also added an Excel sheet exporters to export the crucial data. We can do that through this export button here. We can also customize what we want to keep in our Excel file by checking or unchecking the available options. I have exported one sample. Now allow me to open the file for you. That's great. Now, additionally, admins can see the mark sheet of the results even before publishing it. For that, we need to go to the exam record section. Let's open one of the records and click the View Record button. Finally, we can talk about the database backup and restore process. And for that, let's visit the database section. Here, we can quickly get a backup file of our database by clicking the download button. Nice. The file is now downloaded to my downloads folder. To demonstrate the restore, let's say we delete few of the records and then we try to restore the data from the backed up file. So I'll just go ahead and delete few of these grade points. Now that some of the files are deleted, let's try restoring them from the backed up file. And we're done. Let's just check the data from the backed up file. We can see that they have been restored properly. We can now log out of our system. And that is the end of our demo. Thank you for your time. And if you have any questions regarding the software, we at Inspiring Lab are always willing to help. Hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.